La La Land? Do you want to start it off, Tom?
Oh, I don't know if I'd be the best person to start it off. I didn't love La La Land.
I've
They
seen
La
this
La
one.
loved it. I La La.
Yes, and tell us why, please, because
Yeah.
I think La La Land has been a hyped up, buzzed up, like that's the one they've latched onto for everything.
To be fair, I think Golden Globes are not what the Oscars are, so it gives me some hope.
La La Land.
It was very white. And I didn't think that the songs added to the, I guess, the story or the movie. I felt like I was almost distracted when there was a song.
Some of those that trio of women that do the
Start a fire! Or whatever that was. Something
that's John Legend's
Oh.
jazz band song.
The friends, the roommates.
The roommates when they're about ready to go to the party at the beginning of the film.
The diversity cameo.
Right, and also, yeah, they had a very strong dance and vocal presence.
It's a shame they didn't feature
them more, yeah.
majorly.
But bottom line, when it comes to the acting and the casting pairing, I love Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling.
I have to say, like,
and the story itself, and some of the way it was paying homage, obviously, to different films in the past. Damien Chazelle, the director.
I loved La La Land. I do think it's good to see in a movie theater, and Lord knows it's everywhere right now because it's getting so much buzz, and it can't really stand up to that hype, so I would recommend that you lower your expectations right now, and you could really enjoy it. What I appreciated most about it was that the story itself, these characters, these scenes, they felt very true. White as they may be.
But then at the Golden Globes, it won like record number
It won
of things.
everything that it was nominated for.
And last year, I mean, it was not the Golden Globes specifically, but the Oscars said like Oscars so white, blah blah blah, no diversity. So it was very strange to see it get all of this buzz when literally that was, again, different award show, but they're focusing on similar.
That's Hollywood for you.
Similar mediums.
I love Emma and Ryan together. I think they're a strong pair. I think they served the story very, very well, and I think that they conveyed the true moments.
I do think it's worth seeing, but if you were going to pick one film to give your money to, it would not be my pick.
Agreed.
What would your pick be?
Moonlight.
Indeed. It's a film told in 3 acts based on the play that was written by Terrell McCraney, which is In Moonlight, Black Boys Look Blue. That's the name of the play. The film is called Moonlight. Barry Jenkins adapted the play, so he directed and wrote the screenplay for the film. And basically it's 3 acts of this boy Chiron's life. I'm going to use Barry Jenkins' words. He likened it to how he likened growing up, as well as Terrell McCraney growing up in Liberty City outside of Miami city center. They said it was like a fever dream where you're surrounded by all this lushness and beauty, but at the same time you're going through some really tough struggles. So it's a very, it's the juxtaposition of both, I would say. Yeah. The imagery is beautiful, the music is beautiful, but obviously you're grappling with some really, really tough elements of this young boy's life and boyhood and then manhood. Family and love and absence of love and growing up and hypermasculinity, what kind of identities do we grow into as we get older? I think all those things intersect, along with the sexuality component. The scoring is gorgeous, the way the classical music met what Barry Jenkins would call chop and screw music from Miami at the time. They ended up chopping and screwing classical music that was written for the film. It sounded really cool. But anyway, the characters and the performances, they're top-notch, and the ensemble is very strong.
I think some movies are stories, and some movies are experiences, and I definitely would say that I experienced Moonlight as it was happening.
But
want to talk about some of Barry Jenkins' recognition?
Oh yes. Barry was the first, I believe, black director to win Golden Globe for Best Picture, I think.
For what?
And was there also a SAG award that he won?
Well, for the Film Board Review, the National Film Board Review, he won the Best Director honor and was the first black director to ever receive that honor. Huge. And he is just like the most gracious, eloquent speaker when he's on these stages receiving these awards. And
one movie you could go see, what movie would it be?
Moonlight.
Moonlight, for sure.
Yeah.
Which of these movies would you see by yourself?
I would see 20th Century Women by myself. I would see Moonlight. I saw Jackie by myself too.
Could
Yeah.
you bring children to any of these movies?
Hidden Figures is probably the primary one that I think maybe
Yeah.
kids would.
La La Land could also be
Appreciate.
seen by
Yeah,
younger kids. Yeah.
that is
The
the
language
nice
is
thing.
minimal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the language is minimal. The content is definitely, I'd say, for general audiences, and that is something that I do appreciate about
But
La La
ultimately,
Land.
like, it's really not our
They didn't
choice.
smut it up.
I think Moonlight is also a really good one for young people to see, but obviously you have to be ready for language.
Well,
Would
not
you-
only language, but the content as well is mature.
Right, but obviously if a kid is experiencing that
Yeah.
and want to see themselves reflected on screen and how somebody goes through life and, could
Would you
glean
go
something
on a
from it.
first date to any of these movies?
Oh
Not
gosh,
to
we're getting in the
Moonlight.
weeds now.
I hope that
For any
I hope you get a
movie
chance
lovers
to
out there,
see some of the films that are going to be nominated this year.
Please, right below if you have ones. I know we obviously skipped past
Yeah.
quite a few titles, so right below your favorites, either if it's one we mentioned or one we didn't.
Yeah, I really hope that you get out to see Moonlight. I think it definitely is deserving of your money. So
For sure.
And you can
YouTube it.
always bring your own snacks to the movies from CVS or somewhere.
you know how they have like the Grimmery for
pockets.
Wicked.
Big pockets and big bags.
They have like these. They started coming up with these
They're
coffee
starting
table.
checking your bags though now at the movie theaters, so make sure you put your candy in your pockets.
Or you can, stuff it up.
Do a Broad City.
TSA.
With that,
Yeah. We wish you well.
Sayonara.
Stuff a bunch of gum bears and cheeks.
Happy Oscars.